Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So it's time for my top 5 most carried knives for the month, and this is for November 2020. And actually right now it's like 2:30 a.m. December 1st, because I work nights. On my days off I try to keep my same sleep schedule, so I stay up at night. But a couple things, yeah, as usual I got more than 5 knives. I got a couple honorable mentions that just didn't quite make the top 5. And I think they're noteworthy that actually they didn't make the top 5 because they have before. Um, with that said, yeah, most of these have made the top 5. You've seen them before, but I think it's kind of fun to see how they move up and down the list. Whether they're number 5 last month and now they're number 2, or this one was number 1 last month and this month it dropped right off, down to honorable mention. I like seeing how they move, and my taste and what I carry kind of changes. But yeah, I'll probably go in order. I'll do the 2 honorable mentions, go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But these are not laid out that way. I kind of laid them out just kind of by size. I don't know why. OCD kicking in, sized them up. But get to the honorable mentions. Guess the first one would have to be the Ritter Hogue Mini RSK. Just didn't quite make the top 5. And it's all pocket time. I do like this knife. It's an awesome knife, 20 CV steel, G10 handles with their G Mascus purple. It's purple. I mean, come on. Gotta love carrying a purple knife. It's got their Able lock system. Action's great. Got a nice deep carry pocket clip. Screws are not recessed, but it goes in and out of the pocket. Excellent. It's a little grippy because of the texture on the scales, but the pocket clip, it still goes in and out pretty easy. I have no issues with it. This is just a little bit too big to be a 5th pocket carry for me. It sticks up a little bit too much. It kind of goes in my 5th pocket sideways, and it still sticks up. Doesn't seat all the way down. So I don't carry this in my 5th pocket. When I carry this is actually my primary blade in my front right pocket. But yeah, the mini RSK, awesome knife. Just didn't quite make the top 5. Next one that didn't quite make the top 5 is the Wee Banter. And this does make a good 5th pocket carry, and I very often do carry it in my 5th pocket, along as being, it can be my primary blade. No problem with carrying this and only this. But most people know about the Wee Banter, made by Wee, designed by Ben Peterson from formerly Blade HQ. This is what is up, guys logo. S35VN steel, ceramic ball bearings, G10 scales, awesome action. This is an excellent EDC knife, in my opinion. My son has one. He carries his. He uses his all the time. I actually sharpened it up for him today. He's actually got a couple of nicks. This needs sharpening. This will be the next one. And it's still sharp. It's still got a very good usable edge on it, but this will probably be next knife I sharpen on my new Work Sharp Precision Adjust knife sharpener I just got. But yeah, the black wash finish on this thing's holding up great. It's hard to see on camera, but there is some couple scuffs, but yeah, this just barely missed the top 5, and if you watch these videos, you know this has made it. I don't think it's dropped. Well, it did drop off. It's an honorable mention, but I think this is the first time it wasn't solidly on the list. Okay, so those two are out of the way. The next one kind of surprised me that it made the top 5, and it's this Opinel number 7, the orange. It's from their Colorama series, and I bought this basically for a lunchbox knife. I wanted a knife I could carry in my lunchbox to use at work for my lunch. I needed a knife, and I got tired of taking a kitchen steak knife and dealing with it in my lunchbox. So I wanted a folder. I decided to get one of these, and it actually works good. And yeah, so mostly this lives in my lunchbox, but I'm not counting the days I carry it in my lunchbox. I'm counting days that I actually carry a knife on my person. But even with that said, this made the top 5 because when I got it, I was on my days off. I had either sweatpants or shorts or something on. Threw this in my pocket, and I carried it for several days straight. And actually I was carrying it around today for a little bit. And yeah, it's a great knife. I mean, it weighs like 1.3 ounces. I don't know. Here's my scale. Just for kicks. Yeah, 1.26 ounces. Throw this in your shorts pockets, your sweatpants, or your fleece pajama bottoms like I have on right now. This lays in your pocket. You don't even know what's in there. But you got a pretty cool knife on you. And yeah, like I was saying, I got this for lunchbox knife, so that's where it's been living. Excuse me. But I think these are cool. I had one when I was a kid. I remember having it. I thought this lock ring was the coolest thing ever. I don't know whatever happened to that knife, but yeah, I'm glad I got this, and it actually made the top 5. And I'm gonna carry this every once in a while. It's gonna be a carry knife every now and then. I might get this is a number 7. I might get a number 8. A little bigger one to carry around the house on my days off and such. The next one is an oldie but a goodie, and it's the SOUS Vytis Backlash. I think about carrying this all the time. This used to be my primary knife, and one night I said, yeah, I gotta show the Backlash some love. And yeah, I've carried this quite a few days, past couple of weeks. Forgot how much I like carrying it, how much I like using it. I mean, ergos are excellent on this thing. I love this little dip thumb ramp thing. You can choke up on it. No hot spots. Don't feel that pocket clip. 9CR 18 MOV steel, which I like. This thing is still has a better than working edge on it. It's still pretty sharp. I think I sharpened it once on my Work Sharp guided field sharpener. I mean, went through and used the diamond stones, the ceramic rod, and all that. But otherwise, I know I've touched it up on a ceramic rod a few times, stropped it, holding up really good. It is one of my bigger knives. I don't have, real big knives, too many of them. But this isn't huge. Overall, it's a little over 9 inches. You got about a 3.5 inch blade. Yeah, I've really been enjoying carrying this again. I did put a blue backspacer in it instead of the the original black one, just because it had blue. It's got blue liners. Don't really match, but I kind of like the little extra color to it. SOUS Vytis deep carry pocket clip. Carries good. Flipper tab. And you got a little pocket pecker, but it's smooth. There's no sharp edges. Yeah, I've really enjoyed carrying this again. So it made number 4 on the top 5 list. And number 3 on the list is actually the Sparkle Paramilitary 2. And the top 3 here are pretty close together in days carried. This is one of my larger knives also. It's a little longer than the backlash. Absolutely love using this knife. This is the base model. It's the S30V steel. Had the black G10 scales on it. I swapped them out for these maroon micarta scales from Sharp Dress knives. It's pretty dark. It's darkened up since I've used it. It's almost black, but it's not. You can see there is a difference. I put a deep carry clip on it from Lynch Northwest. Casey Lynch clip. Absolutely love it. It totally changed how this knife carried. It carries great in pocket. It's deep. Yeah, it's still in the top 5. This one might. I've said that about the other ones. Some other ones probably be in my top 5 for a long time, but man, this. A lot of times I get home from work. I work nights, so I come home. I'm up for a little bit. I go to bed. I get up. When I'm wandering around the house, a lot of times I'll be carrying this. I've cut up tons of boxes with this thing. Slice is good. The Sparkle Paramilitary 2 is number 3. Yeah, I can't say enough. I put off getting one of these for a long time. I didn't see what the hype was. I had the Para 3 lightweight, Mannix 2 lightweight, Tenacious. I had Spidacles, but yeah, I'm glad I finally broke down and bought one. So number 2, it's kind of been a surprise. Actually, both of these, the top 2, kind of surprised me how much I actually like these. For what they are, I just absolutely love using them. But number 2 is the SOUS Vytis Ortis. Now this thing, for $40 knife, is just freaking awesome. Again, you got 9CR18 MOV steel, which I really like. It's a hollow grind. Ceramic ball bearings. Action on this thing's great. I mean, $40 knife, it has action like that. It's a flipper. You can still. I can't really Spidey flick this. I can't get my finger in there and hold it and do it. This finger usually stops the blade. That's the problem. But yeah, several ways of deployment. This does have FRN scales, but man, they are nice scales. I have no issues with FRN scales on this thing. Nice deep carry pocket clip. There's usually the clips in that recess, but you got just a little tiny bit sticking up. It's lightweight. It's fairly light. It's 2.8685 ounces. Rides in the pocket good. small flipper tab. And the way it rides, you reach in, you almost completely miss it. This does have jimping on the end of it, so sometimes you'll feel that. But yeah, awesome knife. You can choke up on this thing. There's no jimping on top, but don't really need it. Got a nice flat spot. Yeah, I've carried the heck out of this thing. And again, the black wash coating, you can see a little mark right, maybe right there. A couple little spots, but that's holding up good. Yeah, the SOUS Vytis, $40, can't beat it. This surprised the crap out of me. As soon as I opened it up and flipped it and held it, it's like, man, this is an awesome knife for $40. And probably the biggest surprise for being the number one is this little thing, the CJRB Milea. Now, this is a cool, it's only a 3-finger knife. This, I don't know how much it was 40 something, $50. This is the one that was designed by Swags. There we go. Formerly from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. She did the videos, reviews on Smoky Mountain Knife Works channel. She's got her own channel and everything. So yeah, she designed this, named it after her best friend that passed away, and this is an awesome little knife. And like I said, it's little. Overall length, it's like 6.5 inches. You got 2.25 inch, 2.125 inch blade. It's not. I guess you can stretch it out the 2.25 inch cutting edge. Move that up. About 2 3/8, 5/8. It's a little knife, but let me tell you, when I started carrying this, I carried this as my primary blade, and it accomplished most any EDC task you want to put it through. But this has become my favorite secondary 5th pocket carry knife. This thing rides in the 5th pocket of my jeans perfect. I use it all the time. Open packages, at home and at work. Open things up. Cut the tape. We use this silver metal tape put on one of the things we make, and when I'm done wrapping it, I cut it with this excellent little utility blade. Front flipper, that was kind of weak, but yeah, front flipper, thumb studs. I love the red thumb studs with the red and the black pivot rings and a black clip, and yeah, kind of surprised me when I tallied everything up. This is, had a pretty significant lead over the rest of them in the number of days I carried it. But like I said, most of the time now it's my 5th pocket carry, and I count that because it's on my person. I'm not counting all the days I carried this in my lunchbox. But yeah, CJRB Milea. And this is, whoops. That is one thing about this little knife. I drop it a lot. I've cut myself more on this knife than I swear all my other knives combined. I mean, I stuck myself there. I cut myself stabbed myself there. Yeah, it's just so small, and my hands, I got big hands. Plus, I got some issues with my hands and feet, but yeah, but other than I've cut myself several freaking times with this. I love carrying this. I love using it. Action on this little tiny blade is pretty. It's excellent opening. Opening action is great. And it's such a little tiny light blade that shakes shut really easy. But yeah, there you have it. That came out to be my #1 most carried knife for the month of November 2020. And I guess with all that said, and this video is a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but as usual, you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and until the next video, which will probably be tomorrow, bye.